Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest. Today we're taking on Concordia at home. We are 10 games into the season, so we are past halfway in the first part of the season. The playoffs, I'm not really sure how they're going to go because things have changed slightly because of COVID, but I guess we'll find out once we get there. But yeah, today we're at home. We've been doing well. We've got 24 points. We are top at the moment, leading by a point over Dynamo 2, so going really, really well. The football's been better. We were getting results last time, but weren't playing especially well. We were winning by like 1 goal, but the cohesion's starting to improve. The football's getting better, so hopefully we'll stay top and hopefully we'll end the season well. And hopefully no more hiccups. You know, if it got to the point where I was like halfway through the season, like here, and then it started crashing, then I would have been upset. I think it's lucky that it happened right at the start. So, you know, thank you for understanding. It's a good happy medium, I guess, for, you know, what happened. So hopefully that's the end of the problems. Last episode, we took on FCSB, the reserve side. Lost 1-0. Poor performance by us. Didn't have a shot on target, so it wasn't particularly good, this one. But since then, we have gone on to win all 5 matches that were played off camera. So things improving and looking really, really good. We won 2-0 away against Voluntari, who we did face in episode 2, but that was in the old save. So we hadn't actually faced these guys yet. But this was a 2-0 win away from home. We only had 2 shots on target, but an XG of 2 as well. So that was all we needed. Voluntari weren't especially bad, but we got the 2 goals, and they both came from Razdan as well. Both in the second half. A brace for our right winger, 8.8 for him, and the only 2 shots on target we had. Then we took on Metal Buzau at home. We won 1-0 despite facing 10 men for almost the whole match. Bardash got a straight red for them on the 9th minute for a bad tackle. So despite us playing 10 men for 81 minutes plus stoppage time, we couldn't score until that 93rd minute, and that was a free kick as well. Bajinaru with a free kick going in. That was the only goal we scored. Really poor, actually. 19 shots, 6 on target, and took until 93 minutes to score. We then won 3-1 away against Tenari. Lots of possession in this one, lots more shots than our opponents, double the shots really, and 3 goals. We did go behind. Mihai scoring for Tenari in the 11th minute. Mushak came out, and I've got no idea why. Pretty much left the goal open. But we did manage to come from behind and win 3-1. Mihai Scoot with a goal just before half-time to equalise. And then in the second half, Nichu scored for us. And then Ispas scored his first goal for us on 57 minutes to make it 3-1. Then there was a 2-0 win away from home against Progressal Spartak. Not a particularly entertaining game, this one, but we did score 2 goals in the second half to seal 3 points here. We had the ball in the net early on, but Ispas' goal was ruled out. And then in the second half, Wallace with a free kick going into the goal to make it 1-0, and then a minute from full time. And Tohi with his first league goal for us. Yeah, our strikers struggling to score in these early stages, but we do have Chipilu back full training now, so he should hopefully be back. Maybe not this game, but the next game. It's going to be nice to get our best striker back. We are still winning matches though, so that's good. Our final game off camera was a 2-1 win at home against Balotesti. Again, this was a game that we dominated. We were more comfortable in. Didn't have as much of the ball as Balotesti, but we did a lot more with what we had. I mean, 18 shots to 2. They really struggled to break us down. We defended well and scored 2 more goals. Passionel with a goal on 15 minutes in the first half, and then Zaharia with a goal in the second half on 56 minutes to double our lead. And then a needless consolation goal for Balotesti, Vincene with a goal deep into stoppage time. Didn't mean anything, it just meant that we lost our clean sheet. So yeah, very pleased with how things are going. Of course, last episode we did lose to FCSB. We're out of the cup, so we haven't really got that to worry about, but that was disappointing. Of course, the rules for that meant that we kind of got screwed a bit. But yeah, very pleased with our last 5 matches. Things are going well. We're top of the table. So yeah, so far, performances are much, much better than they were last time. In transfer news, we have got a couple of midfielders to show you. We are still able to sign free agents, so we have done that. I think I showed you Trashku before. I think I showed you him. We've got 2 midfielders. We'll start with Christian Raichu. He is 1 letter away from being a Pokemon. I might nickname him that anyway, because I'm pretty sure it's pronounced the same. But yeah, we've signed Raichu. You know, that Thunderstone seems to have turned him into a decent midfielder. So, yeah, good. Physically, very balanced. You know, 10s and 11s across the board there. Mentally, there's some good 11s in there as well. He hasn't got anything above 11, but, you know, 11's about what you want to be aiming for. I think in these leagues, if your attributes are yellow, that's pretty good. We might change them actually later on to make it so that a green one is like really, really good. But, you know, we might be moving up the leagues, you know, pretty soon. At the moment, doing well. So I'm not quite sure. Our other midfielder is Konstantin Kostas. He's 23, so he's a little bit older than Raichu. Good flair. Long shots are good. Fairly aggressive. But again, 10s and 11s are, you know, what we're looking for. And he's got some. So, yeah, these guys are probably only going to be here this season. Everyone's on like a 1-year contract. So, I don't know if we'll see him beyond this year. But he's, you know, he's good enough for now. It's just to try and fill out the numbers in midfield because we didn't really have much good there. But anyway, we've got 2 more games. We've got Concordia in today's live com. Then we've got FCSB again, who we faced last time. So, we're not going to do them again. After that, we do have a nice long winter break until March. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play Concordia today. And then we're going to come back for Dinamo 2, our first game after that winter break. Maybe some chance to get some transfers in as well, because I assume there's a January transfer window. Yeah, transfer window is from the 19th of January to the 15th of February. So there's going to be another chance to get some signings in there, maybe some loan deals, and maybe sell some players that we don't need as well, because we have got some players on the transfer list that are unwanted. Yanshu's one of them, and Iowan is one as well, I think. A Barbalescu as well, the 34-year-old. So we have got a few players on the transfer list. Hopefully we can, you know, get those off the wage bill and get some better players in. But things are going well. We're in debt, but I'm not worried about that. We're going to be in debt probably until we get to the top league. So I'm not too bothered about that. The difference between this save and the last save is that we don't have a senior affiliate. Because this time around they wouldn't let us have one, so I don't know what changed. Where in the first save we had, I think it was Crova they were called as our senior affiliate. This time around they wouldn't let us have one, so I don't know what changed there, but we weren't allowed a senior affiliate. Anyway, let's jump into today's match then against Concordia, China. Okay, it's saying Kostas. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll try and work out which roles to play them in. All right, we're gonna go for a Mazzala and a box-to-box midfielder. We'll put Patron behind and Tohi. I think we're doing pretty well at the moment. Things are okay. We need to replace Mahaiski on the bench. Do we have another midfielder we can put there? We'll put Nikolai there. We've promoted him from the youth team. Is Chipilu fit enough for the bench? He might be, you know. He might even be fit enough to start. Let's see what his fitness test is. It's 45 minutes. I'm going to put Chipilu onto the bench. And if we need him, we'll use him. Hopefully we won't need to, though. Okay, we're at home. We've been playing well recently, so hopefully we can keep that going. We've been on a good run lately. Rajdan's always complacent when we start these games. I don't know why, but he's always complacent. But let's get the game underway, and let's see if we can get another win under our belt. We've won 5 in a row. Can we make it 6 today? 45 minutes, and much like in the Steaua game, 0 highlights, because, of course, pump fists, media have given you credit lately. We're playing well. Keep it going. And let's try and actually create some stuff here. I'm not going to do anything just yet. I'm not going to make a shout. But let's see if we can get something here. We've got work the ball into the box on. That's fine. Tactic-wise, we're okay. System-wise, we're okay. We just haven't had a highlight yet. 74 minutes. I need to make changes. This is unbelievable. How has nothing happened? All right, Chipilu's coming on. I need a striker to score a goal. He's going to try and score one. And we're also going to bring on Enciano for Passionel. I'm going attacking because I want a goal. And if they score it, I don't care. I just want to see something in this game. This is ridiculous. 83 minutes. There hasn't been a single highlight in this game. Nothing happened in that game. There was not a single highlight. Apparently we had a clear-cut chance. I didn't see it. I didn't see anything in that match. There must have been something worth showing. If we had a clear-cut chance, why didn't we see it? Alright, let's have a look at this clear-cut chance then. It was Raichu. It was in the 89th minute. Okay, so this was the clear-cut chance in the game. So it's Raichu. It was a header over. It was offside. Okay. So it was a clear-cut chance that wouldn't even have been a goal. It would have been disallowed. Okay, so seeing as absolutely nothing happened in that last game, we're going to play the next one. It's FCSB 2 again. I know we faced them last time, but I don't know what else to do. Kalataru is suspended. It's picked up 1 too many yellow cards. So we could drop Rajdan back or bring on Nyagu. Is Nyagu actually good? He's good enough. He's good enough. For 1 game. Mushat did pick up a knock in training, but he seems okay. Chipilu again, I don't think is quite fit enough to start, so we'll leave Antohi out there. We'll stick with the same 11, and let's see if we can get a result here. Let's see if we can get ourselves a goal, or at least a highlight, something that I can talk about. In this game, we are having a lot less possession than our opponents. A highlight! Holy hell! It's 18th minute. It's a goal kick for us. It's Kostash. And it's Raichu. And Tohi to Kostash. Niagu, I have something to talk about. This is great. Patron now to Razdan. There might even be a goal from this. It's looking good. Razdan with a cross. And it is a goal. Andrea Tohi with his third of the season. And we have a 1-0 lead and I have a goal to talk about. Hallelujah. It was just a good sort of patient passing play by Steaua. And the ball for Passional to Razdan. And the cross was good. And then Tohi's there. He's onside. He's about 3 yards out. He can't really miss, can he? 1-0. I'm not going to say anything. Because if I make a shout now, it will just ruin their body language and their morale. So I'm not going to say a thing. FCSB haven't had a shot yet. Despite having... Oh, they have now. They must have heard me. They had more possession than us, but they've done nothing with it. We have the all-important goal. And at half-time, we go in with that lead. Guard against complacency. I'm going to say that. Razdan set it up. And Tohi scored it. And Betcher's doing all right as well. Going to keep things as they are. I'm not going to mess up with it now. We're winning. I'm not going to make a shout. I'm not going to make subs. Unless someone gets like really tired or injured, I'm just leaving things exactly as they are. Because we're doing well. The possession is starting to get a bit more balanced. There's a throw for FCSB. Kostash wins the header. And Sherban will get to that first. Perianu to Dumitru. And it's Moldovan and Mushak collects it. It's not quite enough on that from the forward there. 69 minutes on the clock. Niagu with a throw. It's headed away by Sherban. Here's Kostash to Raichu. Can he fire a thunderbolt into the goal? Or will he set someone else up maybe? That's a good ball for Zahari, but Pantea's there first. Moldovan heads it further on. Here's Yeler or Jeler. Zahari with the interception. Here's Passionel to Kostash. Much better game this one. We're actually seeing some football. Zaharia goes backwards to Ilie. Can we break down this defensive line and maybe put Antohi through for a second? Zaharia, oh, he's got a lot of work to do here. He's out by the corner flag. Can he keep it in? He can. And he's given that... Well, he's given Passionel a lot of work to do there. Razdan's through. And Razdan scores, but it's not going to count. Very close. Offside. Could have been 2-0, but just straight a little bit offside there. We'll see it again. Niagu. I think there are a couple of players offside there because Antohi was coming back as well. But things going very, very well. Okay, I'm going to make some changes. We're at 74 minutes. We're going to take off Zaharia. We're going to bring on Incianu. We're going to bring on Chipiliu again. I know that Antohi did score, but yeah, double change. I'm just going to encourage. Just one shout. And yeah, look what's just happened. The body language has gone down. We've gone defensive. 5 minutes left. It's going to be another 1-0 win. And there has been a lot of these, but it's going to be another win, hopefully. Here's Chipiliu to Razdan. We've got a minute and a half left of normal time. Razdan's still got it here. Can he put Chipiliu in, maybe? He has. And Chipiliu, oh, that was an open goal pretty much, and he's headed it over. Okay, Razdan is going to come off. Going to bring on Messignani. Betcher's going to come off for Bakhtar. I've got one more change. Raichu for Nikolai. And stoppage time is up. And it's a 1-0 win against FCSB 2. And that's good. You know, I know it's their reserve team. But to get a win against, you know, big rivals is big. So, you know, that's an important result there. And a good win. Well, we've had a lot of 1-0 wins. Like I said, the football in this league is not particularly entertaining. The sooner we get out of it, the better. But we're playing all right in some games. It's just some games we're just scraping these wins. So, you know what? We're back on top of the table. So, I will take it. Okay, so that is our last game before our long mid-season break now. We don't have a match for over 3 months. So, we'll come back in March. So, literally like 3 months. For Dinamo Bucharest. We'll do the first game back because there's probably going to be some transfers to talk about in the winter. So I will see what happens there. If there isn't much in terms of transfers, we might do another double as we face Dinamo and Rapid too. So I guess it will depend on what happens with transfers because I think there's still a few bits that could be changed. I think maybe a bit of improvement behind our 2 first choice centre backs. We've got Wallace and Betcher are really good. They're 2 of our best players. But behind them, We don't really have much. So maybe something there. I think that might be like the only thing that we desperately need. I think right back needs some work as well. We've got Niagu and we've got Kalintaru. That's it. And Niagu's, he's all right, but we could probably get better. But yeah, just to try and get some players just to get us, you know, a couple more improvements in places. I'm going to try and get people on new deals as well, you know, tie down some of our best players because, I mean, we've got Wallace for another year. But if we look at our contracts and see who's staying, literally Wallace and Isbas are the only players that are staying after the season. So some of these guys are going to have to try and tie down for a bit longer, but we'll see if we can do that. But yeah, there was an impromptu double live come today, but that's only because absolutely nothing happened in the Concordia game. There was no highlights. There was nothing to talk about. So you got 2 matches today. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do subscribe and turn on notifications, and we will be back after the winter break. We'll be back in March, and there's only 6 games left of the season now. And, you know, at the moment, we've got a 2-point lead at the top, and, you know, you've got all these second teams as well. I don't know that these guys can get promoted, so really, if we finish 7th, at the moment, like, we could be behind all these teams and still maybe get into those promotion playoffs. I'm not sure how it works because, you know, I would assume that it's like other places that your reserve team can't be in the same league as a first team, and there's every chance that the first Dinamo Bucharest team could be in the second league or get relegated to it. So I'm not sure how it works. I would imagine that they can't, but who knows. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.